Hey there everyone, I'm Matt Lieberman. Millions of people use Google every day to search for anything and everything. News articles, t-shirts, dank memes, and even illegal downloads of their favorite television shows. It's the most widely used search engine in the United States and Europe, and still has a widespread hold across global search. Search engines and much of the internet are based on the principle that the more people care about, search for, or visit something, it'll rise to the top and be seen by more people. There's an inherent trust in what search engines offer us because they answer our questions. Even now, popular search engines have an autocomplete function. So as you type something, it's attempting to answer your question for you before you even finish. And we assume that the results and recommendations offered by that autocomplete are things that people have actually been searching for and might actually help us solve our problem. When you put what's 79 divided by 5 into Google, the answer is always 15.8. When you ask how do you make pizza dough, you're going to get a bunch of recipes for how to make pizza dough. Because of that principle, there's an inherent trust that when you Google something, you are seeing the actual factual answer to your query or question, based at least in part on the results of what other people are actually searching for. In the case of Hillary Clinton, who clinched the Democratic nomination, we know for a fact that that is not the case. Thanks to the help of our editor Spencer Reed, SourceFed has discovered that Google has been actively altering search recommendations in favor of Hillary Clinton's campaign, so quietly that we were unable to see it for what it was until today. When we type Hillary Clinton CRI into Google, the site's autocomplete function shows 3 potential searches: Hillary Clinton crime reform, Hillary Clinton crisis, and Hillary Clinton crime bill 1994. However, when you type the same term, Hillary Clinton CRI, into Google's competitors Bing and Yahoo, you get very different results, focusing on whether or not Hillary Clinton has ever committed a crime. There's clearly something wrong here, right? It's like if you put 3 people into a room that's on fire, and 2 out of the 3 people yell, "Fire!" and the 3rd person yells, "I'm in a room." So what's going on here? Maybe people are just searching for different things on Google than on Yahoo or Bing. Or even just because we're from California, a traditionally liberal state, we received a lot of pro-liberal recommendations. When we searched for Hillary Clinton crime reform, the top result from earlier, there weren't even enough searches of the term to build a graph on the site, which begs the question, why on earth is it the first potential result? For comparison, we added a second search term, Hillary Clinton crimes. Look what Google gave back. Apparently, far more people are searching for Hillary Clinton crimes than Hillary Clinton crime reform. Google just doesn't want you to know or ask. But hey, maybe that's a fluke, right? We tried it again, this time to see if Hillary Clinton's much discussed potential indictment by the FBI would show up. When you type Hillary Clinton IND into Bing or Yahoo, there are plenty of indictment-based recommendations. But when you type it into Google, the top 2 recommended auto-completions are Hillary Clinton Indiana and Hillary Clinton India. Could people really be searching more for Hillary Clinton India than Hillary Clinton indictment? When we entered them both into trends, people were searching for Hillary Clinton indictment 8 times more often than Hillary Clinton India. The intention is clear. Google is burying potential searches for terms that could have hurt Hillary Clinton in the primary elections over the past several months by manipulating recommendations on their site. In addition, for comparison, we searched for negative terms that have been associated in the media with Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump on all 3 sites, specifically Bernie Sanders SOC for socialist and Donald Trump RAC for racist or racism. This time, Google matched the recommendations of Bing or Yahoo. No visible tampering. Google's bias here is undeniable, but how did this happen? Why? Who is responsible? At this stage, I must be clear. We at SourceFed are not accusing any individuals of any crimes. If this warping of search recommendations is as intentional as it appears to be, Google didn't break any laws in doing so. It's deeply unethical and wrong, but not illegal, and there is no proof that Hillary Clinton or any members of her campaign pushed for or knew about this practice. There are a stunning number of links between Google and her campaign, and they all stem to one person in particular. Eric Schmidt, the executive chairman of Google's parent company Alphabet Inc. and former CEO of Google, is also a major funder of The Groundwork, which is, according to sources acquired by Wired, an investment by Schmidt to ensure that Hillary Clinton has the technological and engineering prowess to win the election. Their specialty is data analytics and targeted outreach, and they are one of the Clinton campaign's priciest outside contractors, billing the campaign over $177,000 in the second quarter of 2015 alone. So Eric Schmidt, the former head of Google, who is chairman of their parent company, funds a data analysis company that works for the Hillary campaign campaign, whose chief technology officer, Stephanie Hannon, is a former Google executive. Eric Schmidt also has ties to the Pentagon, where he serves as the head of the Defense Innovation Advisory Board, working with the government to make the Pentagon run more like a Silicon Valley tech firm like Google. While all these connections do not prove explicit criminal wrongdoing, they do showcase a man who has a clear and vested interest in how our country is run and is actively funding one candidate to run it, while the company he advises is warping search results in her favor. In spite of all of this, one has to ask, while we know that on the face of it that this is wrong, how wrong is it really? People still make up their minds based on a variety of news sources, and a couple of searches can't make that much of a difference, can it? In fact, it really, really does. Dr. Robert Epstein is a psychologist at the American Institute for Behavioral Research, whose most recent experiments focused on changing political opinion through search engine results. In his study, he held a mock election and allowed the mock voters to search for various terms regarding the two candidates. For one group, he showed mostly positive search results about candidate A, while another group received mostly positive results for candidate B. A control group received mixed, untouched results. What he found was that he was able to swing voters up to 48% for whatever side had more positive results, a process he dubbed voter manipulation power. He was quoted as saying that Google could determine the outcome of upwards of 25% of all national elections. A Google spokesperson spoke with Wired on the topic last August, saying that providing relevant answers has been the cornerstone of Google's approach to search from the very beginning. It would undermine people's trust in our results and company if we were to change course. I'm sure that many people at Google would be disturbed to discover what we've discovered this morning, and we deeply hope that this is just a mistake. At this time, the Hillary Clinton campaign has made no comment on the topic of search manipulation. Now, as we bring this video to a close, I'd like to make my position perfectly clear. What we've discovered about Google's potential actions is shocking and deeply disturbing. I no longer have the trust that I once did in the company at large and what they're meant to represent. If it is proven that the intentional manipulation of search results and recommendations has occurred, then Google and Eric Schmidt are in the clearest of wrongs here. There is no proof of any kind that the Hillary Clinton campaign asked for or was aware of any wrongdoing, and for myself or anyone else to assume or allege so is irresponsible. That's what we have. Search everywhere for information. Arm yourselves. Let's start over and look at the facts, and then vote. I'm Matt Lieberman. Thanks for watching.